thank you very, very much again for being here at the Old Church Acoustic Series. My name is Frank, and I get to host and be cool, man. So thank you very much. We appreciate you. Pamela is a powerful force, and I'm going to tell you all about her in a little while. Right now, I'm going to tell you about this guy, and his name is Charlie Diamond. Every time I see Charlie Diamond, I like him better than I did the time I saw him before. And that doesn't even, those counts for times when he's not even holding his guitar, right? He's a big, strong, and positive force. I'm making a little weepy. I always feel safe when he's in the room somehow. No, I'm not even fooling around. Just looking in his eyes, you know. And his poetry is off the hook, and I'm just overjoyed to know him and to hear him. And I want you to listen to his words, and I want you to buy his record. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Charlie Diamond.
I'm Charlie Diamond, folk singer-songwriter. I've wrestled an alligator, fought a tornado, tamed a wild Mustang to get down here to you. I'll be doing a couple originals. This one's called Cambridge Fact Checker. Your friends have left you, you're all alone. This city is your date tonight. With your gaslight lamps and your red brick factories, you catch a glimpse of the moonlight. As you walk to the riverbank, close your eyes and think, what would life be like if I traveled away to a distant town and never knew loneliness as a term? If I let my mind run its course in a day, from left ear to right my visions burn. If I let my dreams run like a mountain stream down to the local factory for distribution, would the City Hall and the people of the town come to their senses and say, start the revolution? Oh, now I know how you felt that day when you discovered you were part of the institution. Your professors taught you in black and white, while the colors of the world caught your eye. You walk downtown to the campus green, close your eyes and think, what would life be like if I traveled away to a distant town and never knew loneliness as a term? If I let my mind run its course in a day, from left ear to right my visions burn. If I let my dreams run like a mountain stream down to the local factory for distribution, would the City Hall and the people of the town come to their senses and say, start the revolution? Oh, your old-time friend, she's in from out of town, telling you the way she thinks things ought to be. As your local news is sitting on their hands and people are dying in your streets, together you walk to the riverbank, close your eyes and think, what would life be like if I traveled away to a distant town and never knew loneliness as a term? If I let my mind run its course in a day, from left ear to right my visions burn. If I let my dreams run like a mountain stream down at a local factory for distribution. Would the city hall and the people of the town come to their senses and say, stop the revolution? Oh, a sunny day marks the start of the annual show and gallery, as out-of-town musicians and poets collaborate, speaking of a time when smiles didn't hide. You walk to the carnival at the end of the road, close your eyes and think, what would life be like if I traveled away to a distant town and never knew loneliness as a term? If I let my mind run its course in a day, from left ear, right, my visions burn. If I let my dreams run like a mountain stream down at a local factory for distribution, would the city hall and the people of the town come to their senses and say, stop the revolution? Thank you. Thanks for coming out tonight. Sometimes I feel like everything, and some days I'm nothing. So here's a song about the in-between. It's called My Life Leads. Sat next to you as you drove us, we two, down the Wilbercross Way. Wind in your hair, didn't take care. You turned to me to say, spoke of your life, spoke of your dreams, all that you've done, all that you've seen. And me, I just stuck my hand out the window and said, thought to myself, what have I ever really done with my life? Except run away from the town I was born in tonight. I've been chasing the wind across the plains, adventures in cities, you ask me their names. Made friends with the doorman from the big building at the end of the block. Talked with the lady, sells all the flowers from out of her car. She said there was a time when I traveled the world, sailed the seas as a sailor girl. Stars as my maps, I saw all the lands from far, far away. And I can tell by the look in your eyes, you're lost out at sea. Part of your heart is missing and you are in misery. Well, wherever you're going, I hope that you find the solace you seek, and in due time, maybe you'll see that there's no difference between you and me. Poets we are born, poets we will always be. One day your life will be better than the nights where you colorfully dream. And your dreams will fade away into your reality. And so I stuck my hand out the window and stared at the wind. Yeah. Well, it's great to be here. Thank you, Frank and Kathy and everybody that's putting it on and helping out. This next song is called The Great Unknown, and I was bopping around the Hudson Valley, and I stopped at a cafe, and I saw a really cool barista girl, and I feel like the less you know about someone, the more interesting they are. So I was kind of sitting there and coming up with all these ideas and stories of who she was and her dreams and whatnot, and then I went home and wrote a song about it. Voices fleeting, the streetlight hums. Pictures hiking, he's got his thumbs. Off in the distance, poetic bums. Recited lines they sing on a wall. Brownstone building, 3 stories tall. Music playing from the basement hall. Entrance fee, nothing at all. And with your eyes you see a revolution dream. Strange contagion of things you've never seen. Left your town and now you're far from home. Tell me, girl, does it feel to be alone in the great unknown? Your windows down, you had your fun, singing every song you could have sung. Corduroy dreams, they pad your fall, as if they escaped from your skull at all. Your existence is abstract philosophy, it's fine, improving greatly with every glass of wine. Left your town and now you're far from home. Tell me, girl, does it feel to be alone in the great unknown? Your baby face makes you a shark. You conquer men like Joan of Arc. But there's a hollowness inside your heart. You want to fill it, but you don't know where to start. And your jacket's buttoned and the wind's blowing through your hair. Don't know where you're going and you just don't care. Left your town and now you're far from home. Tell me, girl, does it feel to be alone in the great unknown? You drove your motorcycle through a bar, and you're dressed in heels and you got a scar. You wear it proudly on your face. Well, that's what you call elegance and grace. Now you're 22 and now you own the world. The future's up and you got no place to be. Left your town and now you're far from home. Tell me, girl, does it feel to be alone in the great unknown? You got a Harley panhead of 48, driving through the Catskills late. You got a Hudson River Valley date, a high society boy. Well, ain't that great? We're gonna take 'em out and baby, gonna show 'em the world. kind of girl. Left your town and now you're far from home. Tell me, girl, does it feel to be alone in the great unknown? I have one more song for you. My favorite song I've ever written. Sometimes in life, you need to do something drastic. So I quit my job, I bought my motorcycle, and I drove across the country for 3 months, which was the amount of time it took for my money to run out, basically. So I brought a tent and I camped out. Stayed with people that I met. Saw a lot of alligators, and psychics, and mountain lions. Got in a knife fight in Savannah. But this song has the whole essence of that in it. Take the risk, follow your gut. When you go home tonight, before you go inside, make sure you look at the stars and remember your dreams. With $20 in my pocket, I left the city for my dreams. With my favorite David Bowie t-shirt and faded pair of jeans, I took a left down Flower Street, then closed my eyes and yelled to the people of the city. This dreamer says farewell, and then hello to my electric lady dream. Pulling away, filling station just south of Omaha. Ain't got no more money, nothing to eat, nothing at all. Well, I saw a gypsy kind of girl, a bandana in her hair. She said, I'm coming with you, sweet eyes, where you're going, well, I just don't care. So we laced up our boots and we tucked in our pants and we gave a rebel scream into the wild. Oh, so she held on tight as I let the throttle loose within my hands. We both said goodbye to another town and another faded scene. Pointed our hearts due north to our electric lady dreams. Yeah, our electric lady dreams. Magazines say Colorado is nice in the summer and the fall. That's seasonal variance for you, for a place that I've never been to at all. Well, she grabbed my hair and pinched my cheek and gave me a big old kiss. And she whispered in my ear and set my world on fire with this. She said, live your life, dream your dreams, Nothing will hold you back, not even me. Oh, so I pulled her close and said, my wild girl, my free spirit, you've been my lucky charm all along. Look up at the stars tonight, yeah, help me sing this song. I said, grab your heart, then take a leap and tell me the most recent thing you've seen. She said, your beautiful eyes, my love, and your electric lady dream. Yeah, you're my electric lady dream. I'm Charlie Diamond. Thank you for letting me play for you.
Folks, say thank you again to Charlie Diamond. I feel nice too. Hi. Remember me from before? We talked earlier. How do you feel about Charlie Diamond? Yeah, me too. I really do like that guy. Pamela Means, to me, is huge. If you were here for the Don White show, I talked about, earlier experiences in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and stuff like that. And for me, Pamela Means comes from that era. And one of the first times I saw her, she was singing with Vance Gilbert in the same microphone. And she was shorter than me, and she seemed like physically, she just seemed small. But the sound that came out of her just blew me away, and I'm like, man, this woman is a powerhouse. And I got her first CD, and I've been watching her ever since. I booked her one time before, in I think 1996, and I kept this artifact. It's a broken string, right? Because that's how powerful she is. And I'll tell you what, and some people have said it, and some people say lots of things. And Pamela Means is harsh, but Pamela Means is also tender. And for me, my favorite part of Pamela Means is that she says what needs to be said in the way that it needs to be said. Does that make sense to you? And that makes my heart go pitter-pat. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Pamela Means.
Thank you. Well, I'm from Wisconsin. I didn't know I was going to have to be standing here listening to that, so close to those kinds of words. Stop, Frank. Thank you. Thanks for coming out on a soon-to-be snowy night. It's really great to see you. My country to thee, what's the matter with you? handing out liberty for the privileged few. No justice for the rest of us. You've been crooked and cruel. Time to tear it all down and build something new. Time to tear it all down and build something true. We've been saying it for years, now the video shows it. Reason for rage and tears and fears, now everybody knows it. No more thoughts and prayers, rhetoric is through. Truth and reconciliation, reparations are due. My country, 'tis of thee, let me holler at you. A plenty opportunity for the privileged few. Roadblock for black, brown, poor. You've been callous and cruel. Time to tear it all down and build something new. Time to tear it all down and build something true. We've been saying it for years, now the video shows it. A reason for rage and tears and fears, now everybody knows it. No more thoughts and prayers, rhetoric is through. Truth and reconciliation, reparations are due. My country, 'tis of thee, let me holler at you. A plenty opportunity for the privileged few. Roadblock for black, brown, poor. You've been callous and cruel. Time to tear it all down and build something new. Time to tear it all down and build something true. Time to tear it all down and build something new. Time to tear it all down and build something true. Seem to be all adults here. How do we feel about adult language? Oh yeah, I just remembered where we were. Well, this is a song that I've co-written with James Madison, the fourth president. He wrote the chorus in the 1700s. The chorus are the actual words of James Madison. The purpose of government is to protect the minority of the opulent from the majority. And I've been bothered ever since. And so I'm just tag team, a couple centuries. Here he goes. It's called James Madison. Founding fathers, free spirit men, some grew hemp on the plantations. All had slaves, they didn't free 'em. All had slaves and some fucked 'em. Jimmy James Madison didn't give two flips about anyone. Polk's manifest destiny didn't work out for the Cherokee. The purpose of the government is to protect the minority of the opulent from the majority. system seem like one gold at the top and the rest of really raggedy rungs. We got the money, we got the guns, we got greed and idiocy and embarrassment to everyone with any sense of decency. The purpose of the government is to protect the minority of the opulent from the majority. The purpose of the government is to protect the minority of the opulent from the majority. Crime, perverse police populations, prisons populate, profits, predictions, politicians salivate. Ellsberg, Manning, Snowden, Davis, heroes and dissidents. We all could use a daily dose of civil disobedience. We all could use a daily dose of civil disobedience. The purpose of the government is to protect the minority of the opulent from the majority. The purpose of the government is to protect the minority of the opulent from the majority. I live in Western Massachusetts. This is my first gig out of state since the lockdown. So, thanks for being here. Thanks. Like 45 miles from home. It could be a tour. I could call it. I've been fortunate enough to be inspired by the lockdown and no gigs for almost 2 years. I applied for a bunch of artist grants last year, 2 years ago, and last year. Massachusetts has a big thing called Mass Cultural Council, and they distribute money across the state for arts and culture. And I learned about this organization, and that it's money out there. You have to apply and win it, and that there's this Jeremy the Juggler that's winning all the money, and barely a musician is applying for these funds. So I thought of a show Pamela Means presents the power of the protest song, and there I could be myself, like the last 2 songs I performed. Those are original. And have incentive to learn more important protest music over the last century or more. And I won 22 out of 24 grants 2 years ago. Thanks. That went pretty well, so I reapplied this year, and I've got 30 of 39 so far. So, thanks. But that's not what I'm here for tonight. And I'm grateful, because I'm grateful to have all those gigs, but I'm glad to have a few in the mix where I can still do my political, but also bring a little bit more into the mix, because I do a bunch of stuff. So here's this is a song I've written for my ex. This is the 6th song I've written for her, and it's called Thank You for the Love You Gave. And I sent it to her, and she wrote back, "You're welcome." Clinkstone in the ocean, I'm panicking, but it's nice. Worried about the whirlpools and the reoccurring riptides. Feeling tiny, insignificant. Thinking about our life back then and everything it meant. Fair Hill at Gabriel's, goldenrod and wild weeds. Dragonflies buzzing, keeping time with the crickets and the light breeze. Another August slipping by, Perseids passing. Sturgeon moon, full and high, missing me, I'm guessing. I was all rage and fire, looking for kindling. Learn to love my inner child and be more forgiving. You went on to greatness, me, I'm blooming late. Ain't no way to say this, thank you for the love you gave. A badass Brooklyn crown come crashing down, broke, brooding in a Berkshire town, searching for steady ground. I had to walk right through, no more walking around. Was all rage and fire, looking for kindling. Learn to love my inner child and be more forgiving. You went on to greatness, me, I'm blooming late. Ain't no way to say this, thank you for the love you gave. Thank you very much. Back to the donors. You know, I submit that all the political protest songs are love songs as well. They just have bite to them. But you can't complain or be upset about something or fight for it unless you care for it. So, and sometimes I say that my songs begin in fetal position, which is accurate. And I'm glad to have had a guitar to process things. So this is a song that happened on the day of the Uvalde shootings, and how many there have been ever since. This is sort of a sing-along at the end, and I'm from Wisconsin, so that's a pretty heavy lift to lead a sing-along. This is my impression of a Midwesterner leading a sing-along. If I do that, that's your cue. This is called Sing for Love. Perfect key. The white boy with his hands on the trigger, along with legislators who let the loopholes linger. Law of the land loves white supremacy, so none of us are safe. No one is free. I don't think I'll live long enough to see this angry country discover unity. But as long as I got breath in my lungs, I will fight for justice, I will sing for love. The king worked to make the world a better place. He said, only love can drive out the hate. Only light can drive out the dark. So hatred shot him down in a Memphis parking lot. I don't think I'll live long enough to see this angry country discover unity. But as long as I got breath in my lungs, I will fight for justice, I will sing for love. Fight for justice, I will sing for love. I will fight for justice, I will sing for love. Nothing more important than stopping fascism, 'cause fascism will stop us all. The immortal words of Fred Hampton. Black Panther Party sounding the call. Power to the people, free breakfast for the children. At 21 a freedom fighter, so Chicago police killed him. I don't think I'll live long enough to see this angry country discover unity. But as long as I got breath in my lungs, I will fight for justice, I will sing for love. Fight for justice, I will sing for love. I will fight for justice, I will sing for love. Justice, I will sing. Fight for justice, I will sing for love. I will fight for justice, I will sing for love. I will fight for justice, I will sing for love. I will fight for justice, I will sing for love. I will fight for justice, I will sing for two more. Fight for justice, I will sing for love. I will fight for justice, I will sing for love. Bringing in the whole menu. I spent a decade touring across this continent, and I would be gone sometimes 200 days a year, drive 50,000 miles a year. Every time I had a gig, it was a reminder that I had been liberated and I found the door out of Wisconsin and I was following my dreams. And I stopped touring for a bit to be sad and to go into therapy and deal with myself. And I would have days where I would stare at a wall like this, like, and sometimes I look at this one like, you can laugh at my pain, it's okay. Are you Midwesterners? Like, I sense repression, like, let it go, it's all right. I'm in a happy place. But during the time where I wasn't on the road, I wanted to stay on top of my chops. And I decided to see if I could learn all of the Beatles album, Abbey Road, just to see if I could. And I did. It took 8 months and a lot of profanity. And then I forgot it all because I just did it for myself. And then I had a secret dream to perform it. And just before the lockdown, the 50th anniversary of that album rolled around, and I relearned it, and I got to realize a dream of performing it as a show half a dozen times. And so I'm dusting it off to bring it back now that people are kind of going back out to see live music. And so I'll be performing it in September in Greenfield, Mass, and hopefully tons of other places going forward. Thanks. Thanks. So here's a tune from Abbey Road. I wanted to learn something outside of my wheelhouse, and 4 white British men seemed pretty far away. Never give me your money. You only give me your funny paper. And in the middle of negotiations, I break down. I never give you my number. I only give you my situation. In the middle of investigation, as you break down. Out of college money spent, see no future, pay no rent. All the money's gone, nowhere to go. Any job I got the sack, Monday morning, turning back. A yellow lorry slow, nowhere to go. But oh, that magic feeling, nowhere to go. Oh, that magic feeling, nowhere to go. Pick up the bags and get in the limousine. Soon we'll be away from here. Step on the gas and wipe that tear away. One sweet dream came true. Today came true. Today came true. Today, yes it did. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. All good children go to high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good children go to high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good children go to high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good children go to high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good children go to high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. back to the downers. So driving while black is a very real thing. And so if you're ever on the highway and there's a slowpoke in the right lane just chilling, it could be me. So before you get impatient. Play a song from the Protest Song Project has also given me incentive to go into some of my older songs and bring them back. And like this one, if you're wondering where some of these love scratches came from, I shall now demonstrate. Most of my life I've been biracial. A long time ago, probably still to this day, with just a different name, but I'd read about this thing in the New York Times about a mandate named Operation Pipeline. And it was a mandate for all state troopers along the entire corridor of I-95 from Maine to Florida to pull over non-white drivers because they were more likely to have contraband. And that's been proven over and over to be false. But it led to a lot of harassment and violence and death. And at one point, some police were taken to court for their behavior, their actions, and they said that they were just following orders, and they were acquitted. I stay in the right lane of traffic. It's the only time I'm over on that side. This is called Two Halves. Actually almost died in Connecticut. A drunk driver ran me off the road after a gig in Pomfret in the late 90s. And, glad to be here. I was in the right lane that night too. Thank you, Steve, on sound. It's going to get a little loud, but don't be scared. Jersey troopers take a walk, high-paid lawyers bargain talk of the poison in the system, how they drank it down and became victims. Today they overturn convictions of the women's civil rights violations by a gang of NYPD's finest, who are really just thugs with a penchant for violence. Is that him walking now, old Jim? Jim Crow, coming from all of them parties, WEF, WTO. He's a sharp-dressed fella with a tight grip on the globe. Has all the connections to keep the high, keep the low down low. To keep the high, keep the low down low. There on the road, those traffic laws I do uphold. I don't need to be pulled over by a big dick cop with a billy club boner behind a badge and a loaded weapon. Over time I've learned this lesson. Though there are two halves of me, there's only one half they will see. Though there are two halves of me. To a racist cop out on the beat, another black bitch is all I be. To a racist cop out on the beat, another black bitch is all I be. But I be. Anybody in love in here? No, that's the good balance of apathy that I like when I ask that question. Apathy and indifference. This is song number 5, First Said. I don't want to brag, but I do have some pretty impressive exes. PhDs, homeowners, children, a husband in one case. This is called Hotel Pocatello. I hope to release an album or 3 this year. I've got some things already recorded and some things I could just touch up on. And so this is one of those. Last night I was talking to Joe. He said, how'd you ever let her go? I smiled from memory. She let go of me. Snake River Plain, Idaho, Hotel Pocatello. This is her last love song. The wild river slows. We were star-crossed, she said, so I let her go. Life began to open wide. My little dark soul let in a little light. I guess some people are special, she said. I wish I believed. Snake River Plain, Idaho, Hotel Pocatello. This is her last love song. Hear how it goes. We were star-crossed, she said, so I let her go. Snake River Plain, Idaho, Hotel Pocatello. This is her last love song, where the wild river slows. We were star-crossed, she said, so I let her go. I'll stay in this pocket for a minute. Anybody like jazz? Well, my favorite jazz is from the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, songs that were sung by Billie Holiday, Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, Anita O'Day, Chet Baker, Blossom Dearie. So here's a tune from 1955. Any night owls in the room? All right. Well, this is how the world keeps going when the rest of you are asleep. In the wee small hours of the morning, when the whole wide world is fast asleep, you lie awake and think about the girl. Never think of counting sheep when your lonely heart has learned its lesson. You'd be hers if only she would call. In the wee small hours of the morning, that's the time you miss her most of all. You lie awake and think about the girl. Never think of counting sheep when your lonely heart has learned its lesson. You'd be hers if only she would call in the wee small hours of the morning. That's the time you miss her most of all. Thank you so very much. I want to do two more for you. Got CDs and T-shirts around the bend. And anybody remember that tune Afternoon Delight? I'd like to perform that for you now. Just kidding. Just kidding. But there's a fella named John Carroll, and when he was 18, he was a member of that band. And that band won Best New Artist, a Grammy for Best New Artist. And he won his own Grammy for vocal arrangements for that song when he was only 18. And he lives in East Hampton, Massachusetts, where I live. And we've become pals. And pals for sure. And he has a studio in town, and he invited me over, and I made myself say out loud, why don't we write a song together? And we did. And it began by the two of us talking about our lives, and he grew up in Virginia, and he has childhood memories of adults in blackface at church social functions, and thankfully parents who explained that that was wrong. And I'm me from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we talked about what if we could take down all the Confederate statues and replace them with civil rights activists and true heroes. And so I started the tune. I wrote a whole song with 4 chords over and over, my favorite jam, and sent it to him, and he did this and that and this and that, and sent back a 2-page arrangement that I'm still learning. And I'm very proud of it, and I will look forward to being able to play it one day. He's already released it, so it's on all the platforms under his stuff, John Carroll. And I'll release my own version as soon as I learn it. And it's called Today, Not Tomorrow. Freedom riders wrote their wills while driving down to Dixie. Life in limbo toward injustice, they're the last tools left to fix it. So sit yourself down right in their seat and greet this beat we're in. That's how we shall begin. I wanna be the monument to the bravery, not an inveterate abetted to thievery. The reason why Confederates favor slavery, the greed and need must be fulfilled. We ought to bring them all down from the pedestal. We got our own humble heroes who've risked it all. So how we shall begin, 'cause it's a new play today. I go high, I go low, I go high, too many people to blame today. I go high, I go low, I go high, we will never be shamed away. Can't you hear the echoing of their footsteps from Portland through Wisconsin, Minneapolis, San Diego, San Antonio, Annapolis? You gotta greet this beat we're in. The men in Wakes really didn't have a plan for this, but that was then, and I know now they wouldn't stand for this. We gotta turn up the heat progressively, dedicate the faith obsessively. That's how we shall begin, 'cause it's a new play today. I go high, I go low, I go high, too many people to blame today. I go high, I go low, I go high, we will never be shamed away. Bright array of hope tomorrow, no, not so far off. When justice must be trust, my friend. We gotta bend the arc a lot more toward our way. If we ever wanna wait to see a bright array of hope tomorrow, no, not so far off. When justice must be us and them, not tomorrow, but today. Today, we got following the footsteps, freedom riders roll their wheels while driving down to Dixie. Life and limb broke toward injustice, they're the last tools left to fix it. So sit yourself down right in their seat and greet this beat we're in. That's how we shall begin. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Frank Critelli. Thank you, Dave Cooley. Thank you, Steve on sound. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, makers of corned beef. This is another fetal position song. Thank you. Go in peace. Don't shoot. I'm tough, not bulletproof. Gonna love out loud, not afraid. Gonna march down Main in the Pride Parade. No closets, no shame. Yes, love, no hate. Hands up, don't shoot. tough, not bulletproof. It's not the guns, it's the trigger. It's the bullet in the chamber sent to kill a stranger by a hateful, deranged figure. It's not the guns, it's the trigger. It's the bullet in the chamber sent to kill an anger by a hateful, deranged figure. Hands up, don't shoot. We're tough, not bulletproof. Hands up, don't shoot. We're tough, not bulletproof. Ho, hey, N-R-A, how many souls did you kill today? Ho, hey, N-R-A, how many deaths you facilitate? Ho, hey, N-R-A, how many kids did you kill today? Ho, hey, N-R-A, how many hearts did you break today? Hands up, don't shoot. We're tough, not bulletproof. Thank you very much, Meriden, Connecticut.
Folks, that's Pamela Means right there. Keep it going for Pamela Means, please.
Thank you very much. So I've been ending all those protest song shows with this next number, just to send everyone off with a gentler feeling of love. So thank you all so much, and I hope to see you again. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright blessed day, dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, and also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah. Thanks, everybody. Get home safe.
Folks, give it up again for Pamela Means. Say thanks again to Charlie Diamond. You know that you can always go to oldchurchacoustic.com and watch any of our past shows. If you've been particularly, loveified today and you want to bless the musicians a little bit extra, I'm going to leave this basket right on that piano. I think that you should say hi to Charlie and Pamela right around the corner and buy their CDs. And on your way out, maybe buy a t-shirt. Hang on one sec, don't move. And maybe buy a t-shirt. Excuse me, as a trivia question, what's your name, sir? Me? Yeah, you.
Jordan.
That's correct. You win. Buy a t-shirt or something like that. Thank you very much for coming to our shows. Stay out of trouble. Fight the power. Be kind to one another. And remember, you are loved. Have a great day, folks.